Keep one point in mind, guys. Like what? History also we should be aware of anything. Correct. So let us learn about why selenium has been coming to picture and how it has been coming to picture. Okay. Why selenium has coming to picture and how it has been coming to picture. What is the reason? When testing is coming to picture, guys, before 2001 there is no testing, I was saying, right? In right before 2001, but in coming to our automation in 2001 testing has been coming to picture. Automation testing has coming to picture in 2004. Means I'm coming to I mean to say in selenium automation has been coming to picture in 2004. So in the year 2004, what happened, a person called Jason Huggins. Okay, in the year 2004, a person called Jason Huggins. Who is this person? Okay, he is an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. Okay, who is this person? He is an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. Okay, right. Who is this person? In the year 2004, a person called Jason Huggins. He is an engineer at which company? He is an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. This is the company. Okay, he is what? He is an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. Okay, so he developed. What did he do? He developed. Okay, that he is an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. So he developed one JavaScript. Okay, he developed one JavaScript. Why he developed one JavaScript, I'll tell you. So daily Jason used to go to office. This Jason Huggins, he used to go to office and he used to do the same work daily. Daily he has to do some same work. Daily he has to test the same work daily. So by seeing that, what happened, he got bored of doing that. He was very much bored. Means why I have to do this one daily? I'm getting bored. Why this work repeatedly? I want to do this. I don't want. Normally, guess you people also think something you are doing the same work daily means you'll feel like bored, right? One or the other day. Same work, no change in the work. Right. See, let me tell you. See, if you like chicken a lot, if you're eating same chicken daily, one or the other day, you feel like bored, right? I can't eat it daily. Correct? Right. This is also same with the same work repeatedly. Jason Huggins used to do daily. So he got bored of that one. So why I should do this work daily? Okay. So keep that point in mind. So what he did, let me automate this process. I don't want to do this one daily. I'll automate this process. And he developed one JavaScript. Okay. Which is called as what here? He developed one JavaScript which is called as what here? JavaScript test runner. Okay, JavaScript test runner. Got it, guys? So what he did here, he developed. This is also an interview question, guys. This is what happened. So daily, this Jason Huggins, what happened? He was very bored of doing that. So why should I have to do this one daily? So completely he got bored of doing that, and he has automated one JavaScript. Okay, he has automated one JavaScript. So which is named as what a JavaScript tester. Now this is an interview question, guys. So what is the first name what Jason Huggin has been written, which is what is that called? Called as what a JavaScript test runner. Later on it is named as Selenium. Later on it is named as what a Selenium. I'll tell you why it is named as Selenium, that also. Right. It is named as what a Selenium core, not only single Selenium. Later on, it is named as what a Selenium core. Once again, I repeat about the history case. In 2004, a person called Jason Huggins, he is an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. So he developed one JavaScript daily to automate his process. So he want to automate that one. He don't want to do it manually daily. So he got bored of doing that one manually daily. So he automated one JavaScript which is called as what here? JavaScript test runner. First he has given the name as what here? JavaScript test runner. Later on it is named as what here? Selenium core. Now here comes the question. What question? Yes, I'll accept it. It is named as JavaScript test runner. it is given the name as JavaScript test runner because he has written a JavaScript and is running it daily. Then why he has changed this name to Selenium core? Anybody aware of it? Anybody aware of it? Why he has named that one to Selenium core? Why? Anybody? Any idea on that? Why did he did that one? Anybody? Any aware of that one? Why did he did on that one? Then means I'll answer you anyhow, but it just tell me if you're not aware, no idea like that. Okay, right. So what happened? You know, later on it is named as what your Selenium core. So why he has given the name Selenium core? Why? Because very simple case. Before this Selenium, what is the tool which that was rocking the market? You know, the tool that was rocking now in the market was QTP. What before this Selenium? Before this Selenium, the tool that was rocking in the market was QTP. Okay, right. So QTP at that time was owned by which company? Mercury company. Now it is UFT, which is owned by HP. Right. UFT, which is owned by HP now. Now at that time, in the year 2004, like that, the tool which is rocking in the market was QTP tool. Right. And and which is owned by which company here? Mercury. Mercury means, you know it. I don't know how many of you are from science background. Maybe you might be aware of it. Chemical language, you know mercury in a chemical language which is called as Hg. How many of you know this one? It means even I am from a science background. I am completely aware of it. In a chemical language, chemistry, coming to chemistry, mercury is called as nothing but what here? Hg. So what is an antidote for mercury is? What is an antidote for mercury? Selenium chemical is there, right? Selenium chemical, right? Coming to chemical language, guys, forget about this our testing part. You come to chemistry. How many of you are from science background? They will be aware of it. Though you are not aware of it, I'll tell you, guys. One mercury chemical will be there. For that mercury chemical, we have an antidote called as what is selenium chemical. One antidotes, antibiotic, antidote. For mercury, the antidote is selenium SC. Purely saying as I'm from science background, still I can do very much in my programming, but I know all these things, mercury, chemistry and all everything. So chemical mercury, for mercury, the antidote for mercury is selenium. So mercury was rocking, mercury company was rocking at that time. So what Jason has thought, no, our selenium should become like an antidote to this mercury. Means just I'm saying like should become like an antidote for mercury. Like that, for that reason he has given the name as selenium. Got it? At that time mercury was rocking. So he want to become an antidote. Just it is something like in a simple way. So that is what he has given the name as selenium core. Okay? Got it, guys? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is given the name as selenium? Now I think everybody understood, right? I'll show you one small diagram. See here how selenium got its name. Everything I'll show you with clear cut picture diagrams, guys. You don't need to worry about it. So how selenium got its name? Selenium removes mercury from the body. That is what. That selenium is an antidote for mercury. So that is what he has given the name as selenium. Got it? Somebody asked me to repeat it. See? So previously he used it to work on one script. That means he has automated his manual process. Everybody will guess something they do same work daily means everybody will get bored of doing that, right? So he also got bored of doing that and he automated this JavaScript. This called as what here? JavaScript test runner. Okay. Then later on it is named as what here? Selenium core. Why it is named as Selenium core is this reason. This is the reason. Coming to chemical language, I know most of them, you're not maybe from the science background people, most of them from IT or some other backgrounds will be there. But still I'm saying chemicals, you know, right? Chemicals, mercury chemical, for mercury chemical, antidote is an selenium chemical. So as QTP was rocking there at that time in the market, which is owned by a mercury company, now it is different. QTP has been turned to UFT now. It has been, now it is owning by a HP company, like that. It's changed. In 2004, I'm saying how this selenium has come into picture. So this is how it is named as selenium core. At that time, it is Selenium core only, guess. No other components were there, means IDE, WebDriver, RC, Selenium grid was not there. Only single Selenium is there. That is what the name was, Selenium core. At that time, no other components are there. IDE, WebDriver, like separate components are not there, guess, in 2004. Only single Selenium is there. Okay, got it, guess. Clear, everybody? Now let us see
Yes.
how one and other component has been coming to picture. Now let's see. First, let us see about the history of Selenium IDE. How IDE has been coming to picture, what for it is used. IDE stands for what here? IDE stands for Integrated Developed Environment. IDE stands for Integrated Developed Environment. Okay, so this is okay. Integrated. Somebody please go on mute. I'm not sure. I'm getting my voice. Okay, thanks, guys. Okay, so who developed this one? First point, a person called Shinya Kastani. Shinya Kastani in the year, okay, so she's from Japan. Okay, she's from Japan in year 2006. It is around, I think, yeah, let it be. I'll tell you which year it has been gone into. First of all, a person called Shinya Kastani, she's from Japan around 2006. Okay, she's from Japan. She created one small plugin extension. She created one, what she has done, she created one small plugin extension. Where here? From small plugin extension. Shinya Kastani, a person called Shinya Kastani, she's from Japan. Okay, she created what here? One small plugin extension. Okay, plugin extension into what? Into Firefox browser. I'll explain you this also to you. Into what? Into Firefox browser. Into Firefox browser here. Called as what here? Called as IDE. Only IDE, guess. At that time, the name was only IDE, not Selenium IDE. Only IDE, called as IDE. I'll tell you once again, guys. I'll tell you this plugin extension also. No, don't be panic. Okay. Right, guess 1 minute. Give me a minute. I'm not sure how many of you can able to see this. Right. Can you able to see this one, Selenium IDE? What am I showing here? Can you able to see this one? One plugin is there in the browser. Everybody, can someone please confirm?
Yes, ma'am. Able to see.
You can able to see, right? Everybody, this Selenium IDE. This one, this plugin. Can you see, right? Selenium IDE with name. Correct? You can able to see, right, everybody? Yes. So what happened? This is nothing but what here? One plugin extension I have added to a Chrome browser. One plugin extension I have added to my Chrome browser. This is my Chrome browser. I have added this plugin extension to my Chrome browser. Okay, got it, guys? Plugin extension where? To my Chrome browser. Okay, so Shinya Kastani, she's from Japan. She created like one small, I'll tell you guys how to add that plugin extension to your browsers and all. Everything I'll tell you. Okay, tomorrow's class only, not too far. In tomorrow's class only, I'll tell you that part. Okay, how to download it, how to install it, and how to add that plugin. I'll tell you in tomorrow's session only, because I told you, right? not like manual. How I explain manual, first theory, then I'm starting the live project, right? Here the day one will start from the live project only in automation. Okay, no worries. Tomorrow itself I'll show you how to download and install that plugin. You guys no worries about it. Only tomorrow is our next class is that only. Okay, so what happened? Let me explain you first. So Shinya Kastani, she's from Japan. She created one small plugin extension into Firefox browser. At that time, when she developed in the year 2004 to 6 in between, she added only that extension to only Firefox browser, guys. Keep this point in mind. She added that extension, that plugin only into a Firefox browser. Okay, that she added that plugin extension only into a Firefox browser, right? Not to another browser. See, now I have just shown you in a Chrome browser, that one, see, plugin extension. I've just shown you where in a Chrome browser, correct? This is my Chrome browser. Now going forward, what happened? It has been going forward. We can use it in Chrome browser. We can use it in other browsers also. But when she developed it, she added only in one browser, that is Firefox browser. Going forward, what happened? Chrome browser, Edge browser, other browsers also it got updated. That also I'll show you. Okay, right. So a person called Shinya Kastani from Japan, she created one small plugin extension into Firefox browser, which is called as only IDE, not Selenium IDE. At that time, only IDE. But what is the use of this tool? What for this IDE is used for? Yes, she has used one plugin extension. She has added to one browser. As I have shown you, she added like this to the browser here. But what is the use of adding this one? Why? What is the use of adding this one? Why? Because it is used for, okay, used for what here? Recording and playback. Recording and playback. This IDE is used for recording and playbacking our testing parts. We can record and we can playback our testings here. Plugin Sandy. Plugin means what? See, I have added one plug like here. One plug like thing I have added to my browser. That is what it is called as plugin. Okay. Plugins, whatever we add it to the browser's part, right? Right. So see here. So what for it is used for? Recording and playback. Recording and playback. What is this recording and playback? See, everybody in your mobiles, you know, right? You can record anything and you can play back. There's some other videos, right? Somebody, one of your friend is dancing, you can record that, you can play back it, correct? In your mobile, you can record and you can play back it, or you can listen it later, right? Same way here also, whatever the operation you want to do, okay, whatever the operations that you want to do, that operations we will record and we will play back here. We will record and we will play back there. How to record and play back also I'll show you. Everything is IDE, complete IDE I'll explain you. Then after that I'll go with WebDriver, then grid, like that. Because there is no RC now in the market. Why there is no RC also I'll tell you guys. Okay. So it is used for what here? Recording and playbacking. For recording and playbacking, we go for what here? Selenium IDE. IDE is for Integrated Developed Environment. Shinya Kastani from Japan, she created one small plugin extension into a browser called as what here? IDE. So it is used for what here? A recording and playback here. So how to record, how to play back? Very simple, very dead easy, I can say. Dead easy of recording and playbacking here. I told, right? Selenium will be very easy. You know it to everything will be inbuilt. Okay, so it is used for what here? Recording and playbacking. Okay, got it, guys? Then later on, what happened during the year from 2004 to 2006? Exactly, the year was not recorded at that time. So between 2004 to 2006, what happened? She donated this. She donated what she has thought. She donated this IDE to Selenium people. Then it is named as what here? Then it is named as what here? Then it is named as, then named as what here? Selenium IDE. Then it is named as what here? Selenium IDE. Before that, it was only simple IDE case. which is used for what? A recording and playbacking purpose, right? The usage I'm saying is recording and playback. Whatever functionality you want to test it, that functionality you can record it. Okay, what are the main advantages of IDE? Whatever you are recording, I'll tell you, yes, tomorrow I'll show you. Whatever we are recording, automatically when you click on that record button, the code will be created by itself. You're not writing anything. Just click on that record button. We'll have one button. You record it, and whatever you want to do, you start doing that one. Whatever you are doing, for that, automatically this IDE will generate the scripting or coding here. You're not writing anything. Automatically code will be generated here. You don't need to do anything manually here. Just click on that record button. Just log in into Gmail. For that complete login into Gmail, already what happened? What happens, already this login into Gmail, that code will be generated automatically. You take that code. That's all. Code is automatically generated. That I'll explain you tomorrow, because I'll show you downloading and installation, right? Just I added that point. Okay. So in the year 2004 to 2006, she donated this to IDE people. Then it is named as what? Yes, Selenium IDE. So this is the reason, right? This is the reason why it has given name as Selenium IDE, because she has given it to Selenium people so that they can use it. She donated it to them. So then it is named as what? Your IDE, Selenium IDE. Okay, so during recording, as I told you, automatically code will be generated. You're not writing anything. The code will be generated automatically. And we have another option also, whatever the code is generated, right? So one code will be generated, right? Some HTML code is generated. That code, in which language you want it in Java, you want it in HTML, in which language you want, in that language you can convert, guys. You want it in Java, JavaScript, Python, Ruby, Perl, in which language you want, that language you can convert. Lot more advantages of using Selenium. Okay, right. So this is about our first component. We have seen about our first component, Selenium IDE, how it has been coming to picture. We have not gone in depth. In depth will start from tomorrow. Okay, as of now, I just shown you how history of Selenium, first how Selenium has been coming to picture, then how Selenium IDE has coming to picture. Next, go to Selenium RC. Selenium RC. Up to here, clear, guys? Anybody having any queries or any questions want to ask? Anybody having any questions and any queries you want to put over here? Tell me, guys. Is that clear, everybody? It is developed by whom, guys? Selenium RC developed by a person called Paul Hemant. He is also an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. Wow, most of them are from the same company, right? He is also an engineer at where here? From the same ThoughtWorks company. Okay, he's also an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. Okay, right. So what he did here, he's also an engineer at ThoughtWorks company. So he created a small server. Right, what he created, RC means what here? He created one small server here. He created a small server. What is the use of this server? Here ID is used for recording and playbacking. What is the use of this server? Server to automate what here? Automate web browser actions. To automate what here? To automate the actions, automate the web browser actions or mobile actions. Nowadays mobile actions also, web browser or mobile, whatever it is, some actions, to automate the actions here. Okay, what he had done here, a small server has been created to, at that time I'll put it as web browser actions. Okay, to automate what here? Web browser actions. Okay, and that small server is called as what here? RC. This server is nothing but what here? RC. Okay, so what is this web browser actions? For example, you want to log in into Gmail. What you do, guys? First of all, You will open a browser like this. You will enter here https://gmail.com. Then you'll give your username. You'll click on next button. Then you will give your password. You will click on next button. And you want to send some mail to somebody. Then you click on compose. Like that, you are doing all activities. Correct. Different activities you are doing. Activities you are doing. That actions or activities can be automated. Like you are opening a Gmail, you're entering your username, you're entering, clicking on next button, you're entering your password, clicking on next button. You're performing some action, right? That every action can be automated by using this RC. Every action. See, now I'm writing something here. This also I can automate it. Everything. See, I'm logging into these applications, right? We are joining the meetings daily. We are logging into the application daily. That you are giving some username, you're giving some passwords, you are entering some code, something like that. You are logging into it, right? So that action also we can automate it. Okay, whatever the actions you are doing, that action we can automate it. For that, excuse me, for that, RC is developed for right? What here? To automate the web browser or perform functional testing. Functional testing means, you know, right? Perform what here? Functional testing. Okay. To perform what here? Functional testing. Functional testing means functionality wise they are working or not. You know, right? Functional system testing. So for that purpose, RC is used. Whatever the action you want to do, that action can be automated using this RC. This is how they have developed. RC is developed. Okay. Now coming to WebDriver. Right, coming to what here? WebDriver, Selenium WebDriver. Okay, Selenium what here? WebDriver. Let me add the same points here, only small changes that it is developed by, okay, it is developed by Simon Stewart or Simon Stewart. How do you spell it? It is developed by Simon Stewart. Okay, so WebDriver it is developed by Simon Stewart, and he created, he not a server here, the server will not be there. Okay, he created what here, what he done, he created a WebDriver. Okay, he created a WebDriver for what here, for functional testing or web browser actions here, right? He developed one what here, he developed WebDriver. Let me add that point. He developed small, not a server, he developed a WebDriver to automate what here, web or mobile, anything we can put on here, web or mobile, web browser actions or mobile actions or any function. Instead of that, let me add that one, web or mobile actions, whatever it is, some actions to perform what here, functional testing here. Let me add this one, to automate what here, functional testing. Both are same, guys. I'll remove this one, it will be clear, or else you will be confused. Both are same. See here, only thing is that it is developed by a Paul Hemant. Okay, and it is used to what here, to automate performance testing. WebDriver also, it is also used for what here, to automate performance testing, but it is developed by Simon Stewart. Already we have an RC in the market. Then why Simon Stewart has developed WebDriver? Functionality was both are same, right? Here we are having a server to automate functional activity, right? Here we are having a WebDriver to automate functional activities, right? Why? You got my point. Both usage is same. Already we have an RC in the market. Why Simon Stewart has developed WebDriver? Correct. Both are for same. What is the usage? What is why he has used it? What is the purpose? What made him to discover, or what made him to develop this WebDriver? Anybody got that question in your mind? Maybe that might be revolving, means that might be uh, rotating something like in your mind, rotating or revolving, whatever it is in your mind. Correct? Is that happening? Correct? See, he created a small server to automate performance testing. He created a small web driver, just like something he created something, but both are for same usage only. Why? Got my point? That comes the question. Why? Because I'll show you small diagram. Hold on, guys, I'm not sure where it is. Even I have to find it out. 1 minute, give me a minute. I need a couple of minutes to find out. Yeah, got it. This would be the better for you to see. So can you see this one? What happens in the RC? See what happens in RC, that I told you that one small server will be there. So whatever the request you are sending, for example, you want to open a Google page, www.google.com. Okay, so you are sending some request. That you're sending some request to the browser, right? So that request first of all will go to the server, and from server it will go to the browser directly. You can't give a request to the browser here. First of all, you have to send your request to the server, and from server to it will go to browser. And whatever the response browser will give, right? See, is that immediately you will get a response? Whatever the response browser will give, right? Like google.com, that response again from browser it will go to RC, again from server it will come to you. Means server is acting as an interface or an intermediate between you and a browser. Directly you're not interacting with the browser here in RC. This is what happening in RC. Why WebDriver has come into picture means a small server is there here in between you and a browser. Whatever you send a request, that will go to a server, from server to browser, again from browser to server, and server to you. Like this, it will happen. It will act as an interface or intermediate between you and a browser. Directly, you can't talk with the browser here. Directly you can't, I mean to say, talk with means you want to you can't interact with the browser here. This is what happens in an RC. So for that reason, WebDriver has been coming to picture. See here what happens in the WebDriver. See, this is what happens in a WebDriver. Here no interface or no intermediate. Directly you can contact or you can connect with the browser directly by using a WebDriver. Got it here? No server is required for you. Directly you can go with the browser here. That is what I'm saying you, right? There is no RC now. No company is using RC now in the market because nobody wants a server in between, right? Directly want to interact with the browser. So that is what, there is no RC now in the market. It is completely wind up in the market. Now everything is with WebDriver only. Clear everybody? Oh, is that clear everybody? Now then what is this WebDriver, how we are going to use it and all? I'm just saying you the history. When you jump each and everything, practically you'll understand. From the day one, I'll start the live project case. You don't need to worry. Okay, so this is what. Everybody clear? Any questions? So what's the difference between RC and why there is no RC in the market now? That is what I have clearly explaining you with what clear-cut pictures case, so that it will be in your minds. If I don't show this pictures right, it won't be in your mind, right? Right. So next coming to what here? Fourth one, it is Selenium grid. Fourth component. For every, I'll say history of every component. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. From tomorrow, I'll start our means our real-time experience live project here. Right. So Selenium grid. So grid is something developed by what here? It is developed by whom, guess? Developed by Patrick Lightbody. Patrick Lightbody here means which is used for what? Patrick Lightbody used for what here? Used for cross browsing and cross platform testing. Okay, used for what here? Cross browsing and cross platform testing here. Okay, okay, it is used for what here? Cross browsing and cross platform testing. Means What is this cross browsing and cross platform testing? How many of you learned this compatibility testing is in manual, right? Compatibility testing means how your application works fine in different operating systems and different browsers. That I'll cover. Probably compatibility testing can be done only in automation, that is by using the Selenium grid. Means, let me tell you clearly, guys. See, everybody is using simple way to or you to understand. Everybody is might be using Facebooks, right? You all are using Facebook, correct? Now, at a single time, how many people might be using Facebook's case? Now the time is at 8:26 p.m. IST, as per Indian timings, IST, 8:26 p.m. At this time, see, guess how many people might be using Facebooks in how many set of browsers? Somebody may be using in Chrome, somebody may be using in Firefox, somebody may be using in Edge, Internet Explorer, somebody may be using in some mobile. In mobiles also, how many mobiles? Somebody may be using in iPhones, iOS, somebody may be using in Android, different set of phones. Right. Right. So many different set of platforms they may be using. But still your Google or your Gmail will work fine. Correct. Because it is developed like that. In that way, whatever the application you are working that we have to test in at the same time. What is cross browsing and cross platform testing? What does it mean? Same task or same operation, same task or same operation can be tested at same time with different browsers and and what here and different with different browsers and different platforms, different browsers and different platforms. Same task or same operation can be tested at same time with different browsers and different platforms here. Got it here? This is what Selenium grid. Same task, same operation can be tested at same time with different browsers and different platforms here. That can be done only in our automation by using Selenium grid. You know what? Along with this WebDriver, along with this IDE, like I have an experience in IDE, and I have an experience in WebDriver, I have an experience in grid. Let it adds very advantage to your resume. Means your resume will be in hikes that you have these many ideology in all these automation tools, right? If you add grid to your resume also, like I have an idea on cross browsing and cross platform testing. Obviously your resume will be in peaks along with this WebDriver. If you say I have an idea on IDE, WebDriver and grid, all these components will give you a lot of added advantage to you. Okay, right, case. So this is about the history of Selenium.